Welcome to part 2 of spring 2023 prep. Got some stuff going on in the back. Why don't you come with me? Look at that. So shiny. Another green one. First of 3. We're almost done here. Gonna go out and calibrate real quick. We got this one opened up pretty far. We got cables running from there into somewhere in there, through here, under there, coming up from there. And we will get this thing put together yet. Just got done updating the controller so it'll talk with this display, this controller, and the sensors on the tractor. So we're gonna go calibrate it. This is the first one of 3 of these that I have to do this week. Hopefully we'll get everything done. I think the weather will straighten out after this. We had one more snowstorm, which I believe makes the 3rd one on a robin's tail. I think that's a thing. Hopefully it is. Hopefully we're done with the snow part and we can start to straighten out and get ready for planting in May. My money's on May 5th, so we'll see how that plays out. Hey, if anyone from K&M is watching this, check your holes. They don't line up. John Deere 8130, the bracket for that? Nope, doesn't work. We got her though. I know, there's not much left, but looks good, don't it? I know, it doesn't, but anyway. Continuing on with part 2 of spring 2023, as you'll notice, we got the tanks, the triple tanks, out of here. We finally moved enough liquid around this week, now that it warmed up, so that we could open up some space in the warehouse. We got almost all of the seed out that we need to get out. Yeah, we've had a pretty good week. Sorry I didn't get more footage of that, but oh well, gotta stay focused every once in a while. But now, tonight, I'm working on this gem. Pretty excited, the parts finally came in. So the tractor came in this afternoon and we're gonna throw some autopilot in this thing. This is the 2nd Deere this year. I don't think I'm missing any. There's one more to go. And I have one more Challenger to do. And I'm feeling okay about it, as long as this one goes okay. So I guess you can tag along, and you'll know just as well as I will how it's going. We're getting there. We're almost there. Almost ready to hit the field. I can't remember if I've ever shown you guys what a full autopilot consists of. We're getting this hydraulic valve ready to go into that tractor so that it can automatically control the steering hydraulically rather than having any extra contraptions in the cab on the steering column rattling and breaking stuff. And I'm just kidding, they don't all do that, but less clutter in the cab, cleaner. Probably the most effective steering system that there is, just tying directly to the hydraulics that are controlling the steering anyway. It just works. So that's what we got to do today. The other two Deere, we just have to plug into existing hydraulics. So this one is a little different in that we do have to put this valve in and then plug it to all of our electronics. So first we got to prep it, get the right fittings on there, then we'll mount it, then we'll get all the electronics run, then we'll calibrate it, then it will work like a dream without any issue. I hope. We ran into a little snag with that part. Missing a couple of fittings in this kit, but we're going to keep moving forward. I did mount it here on the tractor. I'm going to continue running the hydraulic hoses, putting on the connections that we'll need just to see if there's anything else missing before I go run for parts tomorrow. Right now it's 7 o'clock at night or whatever, so no one's going to be open now. I'm just going to do what I can to salvage the night, get as much done as I can, so that tomorrow if I got to run for an hour or two to find everything, it's not going to end the project. I suppose if I were a more dramatic video maker or on one of them TV shows that dig for gold or, you know, the like, you know, the season could be in jeopardy right now, is really what it is. It really could screw the whole thing. We could go broke tomorrow because these fittings are missing. So it's really, really important that we find them and get this thing put together. So yeah, that's where we're at. Anyway, we're gonna go to the other side of the tractor, run some hoses, make all the connections we can, work on some of the electronics, run some wires, whatever we can. Keep moving forward. You bet. I'm really sorry I keep leaving you guys out of pieces because I just don't want you to hear all the cursing. We got the steering sensor mounted, cable run all along here. Got our T's for the hydraulics put in, got our battery power wired. We pulled all them cables underneath the cab because our access is going to be in the cab. And then the other hookups are at the back of the tractor. So just figured I'd show you that. That's where we're at right now. New day, new fittings, new shirt. Deep breath. I admit I had to leave you guys out of some stuff because I think you were giving me bad luck, so I don't even feel bad. So this one is done. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. We were missing a bunch of fittings. I got those, put them in, routed my wiring, and got it completed. I calibrated last night, finished buttoning it up this morning, and now I'm going to go test drive, make sure nothing changed from putting everything together, make sure no connections pulled apart or anything like that. That guy needs to get done. That guy needs to go to a new home, as well as this one. Onward and upward. Move them out! So here we are. Another FMX used display unlocked to RTK. New install. Calibrated last night, so I know it worked really well. But yeah, I think everything came together quite nicely. Pretty low pro install. Only one visible cable. Everything else buries back there. Valve outside. Let's hit the magic button. See what happens. Oh, Doesn't know which way I'm pointed yet. And there we go. Looks like she still works. Let's move on to the next one. I don't really like to look at them 3 days in a row. 2 is enough. Yep. Another quick walk around before we test it. Then we can start the reconstruction. Power's on, so that's cool. New day again, friends. New hat. Started sweating through the LG one, so I better give the Axis boys some love. They deserve it. It's been a long couple days with this old girl. But you know what? I think you guys jinxed me, just like the last one. I tried to show you something cool. You just kept screwing me up. I plugged in the wrong connection for the valve, and that cost me a half a day dinking around. It steered. Not well, but it steered. But once I found that, I think this is the nicest steering one of the 3 I've done this week. So that's good. Glad it's done. Crossed off the list. One left. One left. And then I'll be ready for spring. Except spring is about to sprung. So we got to go. But here's a look. Beautiful 8230. Steering sensor. Run nicely. Cables disappear underneath the cab. Go around the back. Come into our controller. Given accuracy by that little guy. It's going to be good. I think it turned out really nice. On to the next.